Movement is medicine. Muscles are fun. And I mean this when I say this, and it'll piss off the incels online. Muscles are for everyone. So let's teach you guys how to get some big arm muscles today. Today we're going to be going over triceps. Now, I talked a little bit about the elbow and what it does with correlation to our biceps in yesterday's video, when in correlation to our triceps with three major heads of our tricep muscles. Our triceps are what do the opposite of the biceps. Our triceps are in control when we are extending our elbow, making our arm straight, as well as pushing behind us. Though both of those motions engage our tricep muscles. Now, three main ways to do tricep exercises: over the head, pulling toward gravity, pulling with gravity, and then bent over and pulling perpendicular to gravity. You'll see these in something like dumbbell kickbacks. You'll feel stuff, but it's nowhere near as helpful as the other two variations. So I'm going to show you and do some voiceovers for some of the other variations, the overhead and the general pull down. These are not the only tricep exercises out there. However, these are just a couple of my favorites and are really easy ones for you guys to utilize when training. I want to say at home. However, I'm going to be doing these at the gym. So at the gym, at home, if you can figure out a way to do it, I will happily answer comments, questions, or concerns if you guys have them. Just leave those in the comments section. And then let's go over and look at some tricep exercises. Sound good? Sounds good to me. All right, voiceover major here. We're starting with our pull downs. Just make sure it's about head height or higher. You just want to make sure you get a full range of motion with your tricep extensions, so you're not stopping yourself short. You'll notice that my shoulders, I'm trying so hard to keep those in place and down and not move my shoulders with the motion. That helps focus all the weight in my triceps. Basically, I am just gripping this thing as hard as I can and pulling through my elbow to extend it as much as possible. Now, these were super duper heavy for me, so I will admit this is not the best of form, but this is as pretty close as you're going to get to most people's rope pull downs. The next one we're going to be doing is the overhead. I prefer these, honestly. I think it's really helpful. And as you see, I just gestured, you want this around hip height. One, you just don't have to pull it up and around your head as much as when it's directly on the ground. It just feels more comfortable, and it also makes sure that you're still getting full range of motion. I want to be upright, have my core tight, shoulders packed down. This is a harder variation for you to keep your shoulders down. So if you're struggling with keeping your shoulder blades packed in your back pocket, as I like to say, you should try the other variation, get those down before you move on to these. If overhead movements are something you struggle with, I'd highly recommend we go and work on things like that, our shoulder mobility, our shoulder strength before we start doing these. But if they are, I'd highly recommend, if you're not, putting these overhead motions, just like I talked about in the bicep video, it's really important to push through different angles and push against different forms of gravity. So here you'll notice I'm doing a drop set. A drop set is a fantastic way to overload your musculature. Basically, you want to push as much as you can to failure, so that way your muscles go, hey man, hey, I'm letting you know, we need help, we need more muscle in order to do the things that we tried to do today consistently. And so you're signaling to your body, hey, we need to do more because we are failing at what we've been trying to do. So at the end of the day, you just need to be pushing really, really hard. You need to be thinking about the fact that your triceps just really control your elbow. That's pretty much just all that's happening. So be really hyperfixated on your elbow doing tricep motions, and that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching. I've been making movement-related videos every day the month of May, as well as going live for an hour on my streams to help promote at least moving an hour every day. Light, intensive, doesn't matter. Just moving your body and feeling good. I'm going to continue this initiative, just not every day post-May. However, for the rest of the few days, if you'd like to check me out or come ask me fitness questions on my streams, I'll be live every day around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give or take, some days will be different until the end of the month. And then we'll be to 1 to 2 times a week, but I will still be streaming 3 to 4 times per week, and I will still be working out and making fitness content weekly. I would love, love, love any amount of support you could give me, liking this, commenting, share it with a friend, whatever you feel like doing. I'd appreciate any amount of support you can give me. So, thank you so much. And remember,